The Fortnite mobile app has been out for a few years now, and Fortnite takes, well, every opportunity to promote it and to try and get players onto it. As you can see, they're offering an incentive to go and play on it right now. There's only one slight problem. It really isn't very good. The problems start before you even get to the gameplay. At the moment, it's not available if you're an Android user on Google Play. They are trying to fix this and get it on there, but at the moment it's not available there, so it's a bit of a mission to get your hands on it. After you've finally got to the point where you can download it, you find out that it is over 16 gigabytes. It's nearly 17 gigabytes, which is massive for a mobile game. To put that into perspective, look up what a 16 gigabyte memory stick costs. That's how much space this is taking up on your phone. So it's a significant amount of space and data and time that you need to put aside to download this. This isn't the sort of thing that you will just casually download one afternoon to see how you get on. The first thing you notice when you start playing on the mobile version is that movement is not easy. There are two input methods for movement, which when you think about it makes sense. This is the same if you're playing on a computer, or I imagine if you're playing on a controller. You have the avatar's movement, and then you have sort of a camera movement to give you precise aiming. But on the phone, to hold it comfortably, you need two fingers in order to move fluidly. One finger to move your joystick comparative, and one finger to move your camera angle. And this is a bit of a problem, because you can only really get two fingers holding the phone comfortably. If you're prepared to be a bit unconventional, you may get 3 or even 4 fingers to input. This is a problem that Epic Games obviously has recognized, because in the mobile version you've got aiming assist and you've got auto fire. Although the auto fire doesn't really work as you would want it to. I should also point out that there's a reason that controllers still use actual buttons, because it gives you a sensory sensation. You know when you've pressed a button, you can feel it. On a touchscreen, you can't feel when you hit something. You have to look at it, tap on it, and then see what you're doing. You're not doing it by feel. And doing it by feel is faster and better. So in order to shoot, you need to take your finger off the movement button and move it to fire. If you want to jump, it's the same sort of thing. As for building on a mobile version, just forget it. If you have to play the mobile, just play 0 builds. Because to change to the building, again, you have to take your hand off and your finger off another control and move it to select the building that you want. Then you have to tap again to set the building down. And you do have to shift between modes in the other versions as well, but it's not, because your finger's already on the button, you can switch between them in a fraction of a second. Your fingers are literally, it's at your fingertips to change between the buttons. You hardly have to think about it. Whereas on the mobile, you actually need to shift between things. The next problem with it is that you've got all this stuff on your screen, and yes, that the stuff itself doesn't reduce the amount of your visibility that much. It doesn't reduce your field of view. But to activate any of it, you have to press it, so your hands are in the way, which does reduce your field of view. Now, even with all that being said, If you spent a lot of time playing mobile version, you could become pretty proficient at it. However, for the same amount of time, if you spent the same amount of time on any other platform, you'd be a better player than you would be on mobile. So why is Fortnite pushing this now still? Well, obviously there is quite a big market. If this was super successful, there's a big market of mobile gamers who don't have access to consoles. That's the obvious solution, but you would think that after however many years, almost 5 years now, you would think that after that much time since its release, that they would have decided whether it was a success or not. There are rumours floating around that Disney is wanting to form a sort of virtual world with Epic. A little bit like the Oasis from Ready Player One type of thing. And if that is the case, if that was true, then this would make some sense, because mobile would be a far better platform for that type of thing than consoles would be. Anyway, whether that's a good thing or not isn't really for me to say. Those are just my thoughts. How about your own?